Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hi,
Welcome to the
everyone.
ParaCozy Book Club. It's our November book club, and I'm hosting it with the amazing and fabulous Cindy.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
I don't know if anyone remembers. Do you want to just do a quick intro and give them the details? Who
Yeah,
you
hi.
are?
Yeah, hi. I'm Cindy Faria, and I write, paracozy mystery, chick
Mhm,
lit, and then darker romantic paranormal suspense. And
mhm.
you can find me all over Amazon, everywhere else. So
Very
hopefully
nice.
you'll check me out.
Who do we have? Hey, Trisha.
Hi, Trisha.
Hey, April. Hey, Morgan. All right, so tonight we are talking about Bad to the Crone by Amanda M. Lee. And this is, I don't want to say it's a witch cozy. It is a like supernatural gang, biker gang cozy,
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of definitely a mashup, and
Yeah.
which makes it really fun because you do have everything magic
Mhm.
to some biblical stuff towards the end there, and references, and
Yeah.
yeah, the biker stuff definitely has a fun angle.
Yeah. And the funny part is the theme for this month was angels. And when I picked that theme, I was like, I bet there are tons of angel cozy mysteries. There are like barely any. I
Yeah,
think
there's not.
I found three, and then I think April mentioned she sent me a note. She had found another one, but we went with this one, which has nothing to do with angels. It's just the biker game is called Spells Angels.
Yeah, and I loved that title. I thought that was really great. Spells
Yeah,
Angels, and also to come out, we want to also throw in that the hero is actually a shifter, a wolf shifter, which is my
right.
favorite. I write
Yeah,
wolf shifter, so I love that. Yeah.
yeah. Who else? Hi, Diana. Elise R. Hi, Lisa and Cindy. Hey, Polly. And yeah,
Yeah,
that's a cute mashup. Yeah.
yeah, it's cute.
What's your favorite paranormal character to write? Wolves or witches or vampires?
Myself,
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, I love vampires and
Mm,
shifters. Those are my favorite things. I think it's because they're all growly alpha, and I just love that
yeah.
as a woman. So yeah, yep.
Very cool. And the whole staying young and looking beautiful forever doesn't hurt.
Oh, the immortal. Yeah, the immortal
Yeah.
thing, that is all my books. All my people
Mhm.
are immortals, or you
Yeah.
will become an immortal. Yeah, because who doesn't wanna be it's fantasy. Who doesn't wanna
Yeah.
be young forever, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very true. All right, so let us know. We're gonna just recap the book for you, but let us know in the comments. Like, did you give this a one, a two, a three out of five? Remember, five is the best, and we're one is not the opposite of that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the Goodreads scaling. Although on there's another app that Courtney really likes, and it lets you give half stars. So if you want,
Oh,
you can put like three and a
yeah.
half or four and a half or
Yeah,
whatever
I
your
like
half.
that. I like that because sometimes that 5 is there, but you're just kind
Yeah,
of, okay, yep, yep.
very true. All right, so I don't think we said. Do you want to do the first half or the second half? I don't
Oh,
care.
I don't care. Why don't you do the first? I'll do the second since I just
Okay.
got through reading.
All right, sounds good. All right, so this is in Detroit. So she moves from Detroit to Hawthorne Hills,
Mhm.
and she's a witch, and she's on a bike. Now, honestly, I don't know why they had to be on a bike. Did you know why did they have to be on bikes? Why couldn't they have been in cars?
I just think it has to do with the series title. You know,
Okay.
you're going it's the MC, so let's just throw her on a bike as
I
well.
guess. I was like, I don't really feel like it was explained to me why they have to be on motorcycles or how that's a tactical advantage at all in the
Yeah.
story,
Oh, I you
but maybe I missed it.
yeah, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can look at it for sure.
Yeah. So it starts out with this weird prologue where, she's a little girl and her memory's been wiped. And like this witch is like, I'm doing this to protect you. I wish I could take care of you. So now we know that she has like a mysterious past.
Yes.
And just so you know, it never gets resolved in
No.
the book. So
Mm,
that I guess we'll just keep
not
reading.
exactly, yeah, but she does learn
Yeah.
a little bit at the end. We can talk about that. Go ahead.
Right. And then Bonnie, she meets Bonnie, and Bonnie is this like ceremonial witch, and we think that so there's this so the gang she moves into town. It's kind of weird. It felt like I was just dumped in the middle of the story. I don't know why she's in town or how she
Yeah.
got transferred or if this is
Yeah.
like an official like federal bureau of like supernatural investigation, but she's been reassigned to there because the last witch Rain just left town. for
Exactly.
some unknown reason. No one will
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, Rain was really slobby and wasn't very clean. But but why? I thought maybe she'd find some like secret hidden treasure inside all the garbage.
Something, right? You'd
Yeah,
want some kind of information of that, or in the church, like when they
right.
just at the end, where's something, where did Rain go? Oh my gosh, I have so many questions for you guys. So hopefully you can help me figure, even if you're just guessing, you can help us figure it out.
Right. So
Yeah.
she ends up getting so there's other people in the gang. There's Marissa, who's also known as Foxy. There's Whistler, who owns the Rusty Cauldron. And then she gets paired up with Graham, but we end up calling him Gunner.
Got it.
Stratton, he's like the mechanic. He rides a Ducati. Now the Ducatis are, I don't know if they said if what she rides, but Ducatis are pretty expensive and they're like the fancy motorcycle, I guess, like crotch rockets. Is that what you call them?
Again, the fantasy hero, you want
Yeah.
something really hot and really fast.
Yeah, you know what though? If you also ride a motorcycle,
I
is it still
do.
really a fantasy to drive to date
Yeah.
someone else?
Oh, yeah. Of course it is. Yeah, because it's taboo to ride a motorcycle, right? It's really a taboo thing. It's
Yes.
risky. It's risky and it's dangerous. And that's the whole appeal
Do
of the rally and
do you
alpha.
ride motorcycles
I was
personally?
forbidden as a teenager to ever get on a motorcycle. So of course I did.
Can you ride one yourself though, like
I
solo?
did. Yeah,
Oh
I actually
wow.
have my own. Yeah, it was so fun. Oh my gosh, it was
How
so fun.
tall are you?
I'm 5'4", and it was a
Oh, really?
small. Yeah,
I
I'm really
can't ride a
short.
motorcycle because I'm 5'4".
Yeah, but it was a short one. It had little fat tires. You could put your feet on the ground, and we went all over with that thing. It was
Huh.
so fun. So yeah, it was
Wow.
a dirt bike, but a
Oh, okay.
fun
Dirt
one.
bike.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I grew up with motorcycles. My dad rode a motorcycle my
Oh,
whole, so we always were on motorcycles, but he never taught me how to ride a motorcycle. He always said,
interesting. I learned from a girlfriend, a
"Oh,
neighbor friend. Yeah, she taught me how to do the shifting and my foot,
mhm."
and yeah, it was fun. I
I
miss
would, even if I wanted to, I would have had to do what you did and get a dirt bike because his motorcycle was too tall. I could
Oh,
have never
yeah,
like
no, they're
held it.
huge. They can be huge, but
Yeah.
the little small, short sport ones that you lean
Mhm.
into, that could be fun. But again,
Uh,
it's this with the book and having it spells angels. Of course, you're going to have
yeah.
bikes and you're going to have those kind of things. So yeah, she did.
Let us know if you ride motorcycles, but this is very cool. Cindy rides a motorcycle. She can answer all of our motorcycle questions that we have in this book.
I can answer more horse riding questions
Right.
because I raised horses for years. Than,
Wow.
but it's okay.
All right. So back to our story. So
Please,
Gunner
please.
is so they have this like back and forth banter that's flirting, I think, but sometimes it was just kind of mean, but it goes back and forth. That's pretty much their entire banter, the whole novel.
That is
And
their
that's
that's their
yeah,
like romantic communication. They have this dig, and she wanted to punch him a lot of times. I'm not into
right.
cheating, but okay. But she never did, so I was
No.
sad about that.
And then his dad just happens to be the sheriff.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And his mom's Mama Moon. Did I get that right?
I don't think so. I think I don't think they mentioned his mom. I
At
thought
the very end.
they mentioned his dad or his
Yeah.
brother and his
Yeah,
dad.
I wrote that down, and it was like, if any of you guys can verify that, let us know here in our chatting
He
or at
had
some
like
point.
a very complicated family tree because he also had a half
He did.
sister where at one point she's like, "Oh, are you going out on a secret date with her?" And he's like, "No, it's just my
Exactly.
half sister." And she's like, "Why were you so?" Which did make sense. She was like, "Why are you being so cloak and dagger? It's not. Why didn't you just tell
Yeah.
me that?"
Yeah, there was a little bit of that going on. I
Yeah.
definitely agree with that. But okay. All right.
And then there's this whole like side story with this little girl named Raisin.
Raisin.
And her
Yeah.
real name is Ruthie. She has this abusive
So
dad. And then
cute.
for some reason, he like hits her, but it's been going on for years and no one in town will do anything. They're like, we're watching it. And so finally
Yeah.
she steps in and she like takes her and they're like, well, you shouldn't have done that yet because we were just waiting. And she's like, what are you waiting for?
Waiting
Which
for
did make
what?
sense.
Yeah.
She
Well,
was like,
maybe there was maybe he wasn't as abusive, or they couldn't catch him, or there was no marks, maybe
mhm,
just verbally abusive.
mm,
I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
what's wrong with that. But yeah, that was not cool.
But then we find out that she can heal people because later when she finally gets him away, but then he like comes back to the dad comes back to
Yeah.
attack Ruthie
Yeah.
and then
Scout.
she scout and
Scout
then he like
heals. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
fixes her.
Yeah.
So
That's really cool.
I did not really do the first half. I just went off on a tangent about Scout, about Raisin and Ruthie. So the actual murder is there's a person that they think was dead that ends up coming back to life that she sees later. And I think that's
Right.
called
How? Is it Hal?
Hal Crosby.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Hal Crosby.
that was that's Gunner's coach, I think.
Yes.
His yeah.
And his face has been like obliterated. So it takes him a while to
From the
figure out who it
mirror.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like a special kind of magic.
Yeah.
And so the whole time, there's also this weird church in town, but it's not
Right.
like a super religious church. It's like more like a commune, it sounds like, where people live there.
Yeah, it sounds
Right.
like that the brother, I'm sorry, they call him brother, what they call him? Father Brown is
Father Brown.
actually Brian, and he was
Mhm.
actually the son of a con artist who did all kinds of things through basically romance women to get their money. And
Mhm.
then it seems like Father Brown was just a guy who wanted to create something about him. So he basically created this church with all his own rules,
Right.
kind of worked in some kind of backwards type stuff. But yes,
Yeah.
then he finds the mirror at an estate sale
Yes.
and sees the image looking back at him that's not him. And then he has this whole immortality thing that he
Mhm.
goes ahead and does. But it looks like he's experimenting on the coach, another
Yes.
person as well. Yeah, it doesn't go well. So I
Yeah.
think Hal actually had a pulse still. So it was between like a mummy and a zombie. Like one is really a dead person, and the other person
Mhm.
still kind of has a soul attached to it.
Yeah, I felt like there weren't enough rules for me to really figure out. Like at first she's attacked. There's a Spriggan that attacked
Spriggan.
them, which I was like, what is a Spriggan?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
didn't know
really
that.
understand. And then she does some magical witch thing, and they're like, nobody's ever done that to a Spriggan. And I'm like, okay, but wait, what is a Spriggan?
What is a Spriggan? What is it exactly? Yeah. Oh, and then there's Peeping Tim. That was
Oh, right.
another one.
The ghost that likes look. I don't understand if he's a ghost, why can he could just go into people's houses and he doesn't have to like peek through the window.
I know there was, yeah, that's where I brought that up because of the rules thing. Like there was
Yeah.
it was a little bit crazy with the rules. And again, when it's such a mishmash,
Mhm.
part of you is like trying to put it together, but there's so much being thrown at you. I'm one where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna accept this is it. This is happening.
Right.
And I don't know the rules of this world. And of course, she has many books. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll learn more.
I felt like there were maybe just too many supernatural creatures because in the TV show Supernatural, they have a
Yeah.
ton, but like I always understand what's going on and what they
Yes.
are,
Yeah,
right?
for
And
sure.
I think it's because they only introduce one at a time versus
Yeah,
like
that makes a lot of
all of them
sense.
in one episode. And I think that's where I was getting
Yeah.
confused. So
They definitely dumped. And then I think initially when she first gets to the town, and there is not a clear goal. There's not like,
Mhm.
I am coming to this town because this is where I'm from, and I'm going to try to
Right.
learn about myself while doing a job, which is to help solve some mystery with the spell's angels, and then of course getting with the hero and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just felt like it was a little bit, definitely needed to be firmed up with what her
Yeah.
goal was. And even now, it's like, what is the goal now?
Right.
Now,
Like,
I mean, she's with Gunner, or they're going to go on a date, which is
uh-huh.
fine. They've still got a lot of stuff going on in town. There's still going to be Spriggans. There's still going to be some crazy stuff
Mhm.
going on. I don't know about this. Again, we're kind of jumping on.
Mhm.
I hope that our readers are being patient. They're okay over there. But she mentioned Mama Moon had this pet bear, but
Mhm.
this person that was attached to the pet bear, and you guys, I'm sorry, I should
Pet
have
bear.
my notes better, but basically Mama Moon, Evan. So there's this kid or guy that goes into the forest. They find his backpack,
Mhm.
but they never find him. And all of a sudden, Mama Moon now shows up with a bear. That's her friend and follows her around. So Evan is
That's right. That was
obviously a bear
so
shifter.
random.
He's a bear shifter. So we've got to basically figure out, at some point we have to learn that this bear is actually Evan. And I don't know if that will pop up. I don't know. But as a writer, I would say that's definitely Evan. It's just not a bear shows up and a kid disappears.
Well, just even as a reader, like I was confused. Like bear shifter, are there also deer shifters and raccoon
Oh,
shifters?
yeah.
Like where does
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shifting
There's a
end?
lot of different authors that write some great stuff with anything you can imagine. They
Mhm.
have that, a penguin shifter yeah, for sure. That's actually a thing. So
All right. So we have the pervy ghost, which doesn't really seem to
Tim.
do anything
Mhm.
other than be pervy. We have Rupert Portman, the Undertaker, at all three cemeteries. So they talk to him because, in theory, he would know if dead bodies were going missing,
Yes.
but he wasn't in on it.
No.
And then there were some runes carved into Cecily's tree house.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
tree
Yeah.
outside of her house.
Yeah. Cecily, and that is Raisin's grandmother. Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so they break into the house, and then I was like kind of lost. Um, oh, so Bonnie helps her break into the church. They go to the All
Mhm.
Souls Church, and Bonnie is part of the biker gang that
Yep.
is tasked with we don't know what.
We don't know what. Yeah.
And but they go in there, they find a grimoire, they come out, and for some reason she's like, I'm keeping the grimoire. And
Yeah.
then Bonnie's like, okay, well, let me just take a couple pictures of it. And then
Right.
they split up. And then somehow Gunnar comes over and he's like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm looking at the grimoire. And then they
Yeah.
like kind of hang out almost like on a date.
Yeah,
So
kind of do. Yeah. The other thing that was they noticed that there was that mirror in the grimoire, and I think she might have like seen it there. Maybe I
mhm.
don't know if it's mentioned on the page but later on she does refer to it that
Right.
hey, there's a there's I remember seeing that mirror in that
Mhm.
grimoire. So someone has been collecting that information over
Right.
time. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I was like, is this season 7 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Because
Oh,
right? Because there's a Hellmouth and they like have to keep the Hellmouth closed. And I was like, oh, and then there's
yeah.
this like creepy priest guy. I
Yeah.
was like, this is so season
That's
7.
funny. That's funny.
Right.
That's funny. Well, I think really as a paranormal author myself, that
Mhm.
you do pick up things. You see things on TV. There's so many twists and variations, and I think things. There's always a variation of everything.
Mhm.
So that's good.
Yeah. So we have Gunner's half sister, the evil mirror at the church, the lumber. Oh, so then they deliver lumber to the church and they're like, okay, while we deliver the lumber, you can run into the church and do some recon and like look around. And that's when she looks into the mirror. She finally figures it out. The
Yeah,
mirror is the portal
it's the portal.
and
Yeah,
that she can that's why they're doing all these
yeah,
experiments to pass these dead people in and out of the mirror.
yeah, yeah.
And that's pretty much the end.
That's it.
She
Yep.
breaks the mirror. She
She
breaks
breaks
the
the
mirror,
mirror.
which, breaks the portal
Yep,
and
yep. And she
everybody
does
is
figure out that the person that's inside the mirror maybe be this fallen angel. And she does
mhm.
use a crucifix to crack the mirror with or to hit the mirror with to crack it. Does that mean anything? She could have just punched it. It might have been the same thing again. Where the rules aren't really sure. Like,
Yeah, it
we
didn't
don't
say,
know.
like it would
Yeah.
have made more sense if she had broken the mirror, but then it still worked, and then she needed the crucifix, and then that really did it. Then that
And
would have
that
been
really
the
did it.
answer.
Yeah,
Yes.
that could have been something. Yeah, there could have been some stronger points.
Yeah.
I did love that the kitty cat finally got a name. Of course, I'm
Oh,
always
right.
looking for those little threads to be tied
At
up.
the very, very end, the cat
The
got a name.
very end. I thought it was funny that Gunnar spent the night, but there was no hanky panky, but he was still in his
Mhm.
underwear. And then she comes out into the kitchen in the morning, and Mama Moon's sitting there, and that's why I said, is that mom? Is that his mom? Because
Mhm.
just the way they talked, it seemed like that might have been his mother, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, some important person, and
Yeah, it was hard to tell. And then, we still don't I feel like we just got the same information we already received at the beginning, right? So in the prologue, we find out that she's like spelled special, so no one will adopt
oh,
her.
that's
And
true.
then
Yeah,
the crazy witch is like, you've been spelled, so no one can, maybe
yeah.
that's why you can't be adopted. I was like, we already knew this.
Yeah, and then
So,
her scar, we did learn about her scar. We did see that when she interacted, I guess, with the mirror, or when maybe it was also when she was healing Raisin, that
mhm,
those healing powers that somehow crossed over, and she was able to get the memory of her being healed and that thing. So she's kind of learning a little bit about herself. I mean, it's
mhm,
definitely a coming of age story, but
right,
we just might have not we're just not seeing her when she first is learning about her powers. We're learning about somewhere in between, but she's come to this new town and she's starting to,
mhm,
experience things that she hasn't before. And again,
right,
is this healing process, literally a healing process of not just physical healing, but, all of it. Like, oh my gosh, first of all, she belongs in this town.
mhm,
The cat has claimed her. And I didn't think he was a familiar necessarily, but he kind of it seemed like he told her his name was Merlin. So that's
mhm,
kind of an interesting little thread there where they bring in the Merlin thread. Yeah, I
right.
really like those. I really like that part of it. So the ending, I may have been a little bit frustrated with the book initially, but towards the end and when it coming together, and again the date, asking for a date because I'm
Mhm.
a romance writer, so I want romance and everything and it to be happy. So having them wanting to go on a date, yeah, that was good. So that for me
Right.
it rounded up good. And would I read the next book? Yeah, I probably would. So
I mean, I gave this book a 4. I mean, I found it entertaining.
yeah,
It kept me interested. I
yeah.
kept going, even though I was confused.
Yeah. But they threw enough at you that even though you were confused, they threw enough at you that it
Mhm.
kept you engaged because you're like, well, what else is going to happen? What else is going to happen? So yeah, I
Yeah, at
agree.
least there was action instead of just sitting around, like, wondering,
Yeah,
thinking.
no, there was action.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like it that town came together. It's with the
Mhm.
like re-roofing the stuff and
Yeah,
cleaning up stuff and helping. They, even towards the end, there was like, hey, this person doesn't have a job, but we're going to give them a job because we're part of
right.
the team. So that was good too.
Well, I also wanted to know too, like she kept saying she was a fire witch, and then she's like, but whenever she did something else, she's like, but I'm a hereditary witch. And I'm like, versus what? Like a store-bought witch? Like, I don't understand.
I couldn't write enough of them down. I'm like, okay, she doesn't know what kind of witch she is because that's part of her problem. That could be her growth arc as well, where she's
Mhm.
learning like who maybe she only identified with the witches she knows. And the more gifts that she identifies with, maybe that's how she starts doing it. I'm a this witch. And then at some point towards the
Right.
end of the series, she'll meet a witch that has all the skills that she has. And
Mhm.
that witch will tell her, no, you're an XYZ witch and you
Yeah.
are missing our missing link. And we've had to protect you because a new job,
And
whatever.
she should be in a coven, right? Everybody needs a
Yeah.
coven and a
Yeah,
familiar, like
for
every
sure.
witch, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah. But again, that very first little prologue there was
Yeah.
basically to tell us that she is hidden away for a reason.
Mhm.
So that's just, we won't find that out. We won't find that out for a while.
And let's look. Okay, so Trisha gave it a 4.
Good.
April also gave it a
Okay.
4. Not gonna lie, to finish the book. I haven't been a big reading slump this past month.
Yeah.
No worries, it
No
happens.
worries. It happens. Yeah.
Plus, this month came early because today's the 10th. We normally would read this like maybe next week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Holly Helms, because of the
Sure.
holidays, we're doing everything early.
Okay.
I didn't finish it either,
Yeah.
Amber. I've been battling the
Oh
reading slump
no.
too.
Yeah, that happens. It does.
Sometimes you need a break,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you do.
Diana, I like looking at motorcycles, but I can't get on one. I'd fall off. My legs are too short. Yeah, the whole leg thing. Every time I see motorcycles, I'm like, these would be so much easier if I was like 5'11.
Oh my gosh, for sure. Hello.
Chelsea. Trisha, I'm going to continue
Oh,
to series to find out what she names the kittens.
no,
Oh, she named it. It's Merlin.
yeah, Merlin.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a tiny little line. If you like blinked, you would have missed it.
It is. Yep. It's one literally. She only mentions it. She only says it one time.
Yeah.
The very end. Yeah.
It's the worst, isn't it? April reading slumps. Yeah. I went to senior prom on a motorcycle.
Oh,
Woohoo.
wow. That's
Very
fancy.
exciting.
Me too.
Amber, me too. Oh, or maybe she's talking about the reading slump.
Oh.
Okay. I found audio bookshelf with reading slump too.
Okay. Yeah. I watched.
Mhm.
I read it when I went to bed at night. I would read on my side, and
Mhm.
then I'd go to audio and listen to it driving around my car, and then it would in the night when I went back, it would pop me right back where audio had dropped me off. So I
Oh
really
yeah,
liked
that's
that.
nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Chrissy, I grew up in Portugal where a large portion of my family rode motorcycles because of limited parking. I always found them
Oh,
terrifying. They eventually all stopped riding them. But see, that's a good reason
yeah.
to ride a motorcycle. Like
Yep.
I don't know why. I feel like I just wanted a reason
Yeah.
for them to be on the motorcycle.
Again, I just think it has to do with she's riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's a motorcycle group and it's a shifter, she got shifters in there. She's just trying to grab that trope. So
Or it
yeah,
could have been like, I mean, I feel like you could have done a one-liner to explain it. There are so many tiny alleys in this town. We have to have motorcycles to
motorcycles.
chase the bad guys.
No, I think it's listen, it's speed.
Uh,
Shifters again are independent. Not going to want to
mhm,
be in the car. They don't have families. They don't have. And even Gunner said that right away. He said, "I don't have anybody
mhm.
because of the job I have." So he's independent. You know what? Maybe towards his arc, they're going to buy a car together. So it's
That's true love in the
it
biker series
is. It
when
is.
you buy
No,
a car.
it's not just that. I mean, that's real life. It's compromise. We
Right.
all come together sometimes with that way, and you end up buying the minivan.
Yeah.
Yep.
And plus in the beginning, I don't know why, I was kind of annoyed too. I was like, she kept needing stuff and groceries, and I'm like, "How did you not plan for this? You've had this motorcycle forever. How do you
Yeah,
not know how to pick up things?"
I
Like,
know. Yeah.
you
Well,
need
again, we eat out a lot. People who are on the go, they just grab and go. They don't
Yeah,
cook.
that's
So
true.
Mhm.
Let's see. I don't think she was his mom. His mom was
Okay.
in an institution.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right,
that's
that's
right.
right, that's right, she was, yeah.
That was like that one-liner really quick.
Yeah, yeah, no, thank you, Elle. Do you think that she just was a mother figure maybe to him? I just found it strange that here these 2 adults have just spent
Uh-huh.
the night together. Maybe they haven't went all the way or anything like that, but they together in their underwear, and this strange person was in her kitchen. It's in her house's kitchen, not his kitchen.
Yeah,
I found that really,
it felt awkward. I would
intrusive.
find it
For
weird.
sure, yeah, no. Unless there was some big emergency or something, but just like,
Mhm.
"Oh, hi, there you are in underwear. Oh, there, there
Right.
you are here too. Okay, yeah, let's just all sit here together."
Amber, I'm too short for motorcycles. I'm only 5'2". Yeah, it's tough when you're short.
No, I had a short one with little fat tires. It was probably for kids. It was so fun. I wish I had it right now.
April, I found
Yep.
audiobooks help with the reading slump. Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
they
Very
do.
true. Diana, I can beat that. I'm
Oh, that's
4'9". Oh, Diana.
Diana, that's tiny. Oh, that's
Yeah, my
precious.
mom is 4'11", so
Oh gosh,
it
that's
is a
good.
challenge.
Yeah, that is.
But she does save money on clothes because she can buy kid size clothes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
I
Grayson.
like
Oh,
hers.
me
Yeah, she was
too.
cute.
She is cute, yeah. I kinda felt bad for her and a little bit with you have Scout moving in on Gunner because when you have a mad
Mhm.
crush on somebody, it's kind of but Scout was nice to her, so that was good,
Well, they could obviously make her a witch since there are hereditary witches, which means to me that there could
Oh,
be non-hereditary
return witches.
witches.
Yeah, maybe, 'cause that's all that she wanted. She wanted to be magical, or she
Yeah.
wanted to be part of the group. So again, you have her in this town, and it's a long series.
Mhm.
So Raisin's going to develop into becoming, who knows?
Yeah,
Raisin could end up having some kind of powers or something. So
very true.
yeah,
Morgan, I will try audiobooks for the stuff on my TBR for this month for sure. Oh,
yeah,
totally. And
yeah.
sometimes like it's cheaper just to do Kindle Unlimited or buy the Kindle book and then you can
Mhm.
have Alexa read to you. And you don't have to pay for the
Oh,
audiobook.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
See, I don't know that. Okay. I have so many saved credits that it's just like it was easy
Oh,
for me to click them off. But if you don't have saved credits, yeah, that could get
yeah.
expensive for sure.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
so
I like
expensive.
that.
Let's see, Chelsea. I don't think I would enjoy audiobooks. Yeah, I did not like audiobooks at all. I could not stand them for like, I'm gonna say like 40 years now. And then
Oh, how
finally,
funny.
I was like, I listened to one and then I listened to another, and now like it's 99% of what I read. So
Yeah.
maybe one day you'll just wake up and you'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm okay with audiobooks now.
I think I traveled and I just was like, I was stuck in traffic
Mhm,
and I just started listening to one book, and I
mhm.
only started doing it a couple of years ago, and then I have a couple of my books are in audios as well, but I
Yeah.
started doing them and I love it. I love it. Sometimes you get a voice that you don't care about, and sometimes you fall in love with a voice so much
Mm,
that you actually search for
yes.
the audio guy. That was for me, it's a guy.
Mhm.
You search for his name and whatever he's worked, and you just follow him because for me, it's a guy.
Right.
It's great, great work.
Very
Great.
true.
Mhm. Yep.
Krista, audiobooks help me too. Amber, I've been doing audio but struggling when I don't have an audio.
Mm,
Yes, me too.
yeah.
The
The
church
church was
was
weird.
weird.
It
Yeah,
was
it
weird.
was so strange. The Church
Yeah.
of Souls, Lost Souls, is that what
Oh
it
my
was?
god.
All
It
Souls Church of
yeah.
Father Bram.
If somebody flicked dust on me when I walked in, I don't wouldn't like that at all.
Yes. And like everyone just seemed kind of corny and like creepy at the church.
They were definitely.
I thought maybe they were going to have like some existential, meaningful discussion when she talked to Father Bram.
Yeah.
And he's just, instead of like explaining something to her, instead he's just like, you wouldn't understand.
You
I was like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much for enlightenment.
yeah,
So
yeah,
she just leaves.
definitely. And they called her a demon, which was like,
Right.
Why is she being a demon?
Yeah,
She's just looking for information. Why is she a demon?
exactly.
Does that mean that anybody who searches for information is a demon? Here I am, I'm making it one big thing. Yeah, the
um,
dust thing was weird. Yeah,
Peeping
peeping Tim. I
Tim.
know
Yeah.
peeping Tim.
The
Yeah.
peeping ghost. Yeah,
Oh
I don't even
god.
know. I thought maybe the peeping ghost would help out later on. Like instead of her having to do a
Yeah,
recon, the
yeah,
ghost could have gone, but the ghost
yeah.
never ends up helping them.
No, so that's just I mean, really, it's like a little bit of a content editing thing where the content editor could have pulled those and said, "Hey, let's bring him in at here and let's have him do a
Mhm.
little bit of stuff." No, again, you want to give everybody a little redemption arc, and that would have been good to have him redeem himself slightly because we're so
Yeah.
grossed out by a peeper. So, but whatever.
Yeah.
Again, he may come. It's a long series. Maybe he'll come back
Yeah.
at some other time. maybe he'll wreak havoc continuously until some point as well. So
Setting it up for later.
yeah.
Amber, there were so many new rules. Kind of. There were new things going on, but not really explained.
No.
I don't find Peeping Tim to be a very cozy storyline, to be honest.
No,
I
that
agree,
was,
Elle.
yeah, it was kind of weird. And there were a few other weird kind of, I'm just going to say sexual innuendos, because I don't know really what else to say, that were kind of like weird too.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, what? That's kind of thrown out there. I'm like, yeah, that's not okay. Again, don't know.
Amber loves Supernatural. Yeah, so sad that was gone. I was so sad they didn't do a spinoff with the women. I don't even know why that got canceled. That could have been so amazing. All right. I will let it go. Diana, they explain what they are too. I don't know. We must have been talking about something.
Yeah.
Oh, the Spriggans.
Oh, the Spriggans. Yeah. I think.
April, I think you have to have read some of Amanda's other series to understand some things. Oh, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess we try to read the first in a new series. That's why, like, I was hoping, but maybe, I don't know, maybe you're right. Maybe she kind of just has the same rules for each series.
Yeah. Or there's, or it's a spinoff. So you already have this world that's developed, and that was the first series. And then you can, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that.
Trisha, I really like Amanda M. Lee and Lily Harper Hart books.
Yeah.
I don't think I've read Lily Harper. Have you read Lily Harper Hart?
No.
That is a tongue twister. Right?
Yeah.
Loves Supernatural too. Yes. Yeah. I just hadn't read those series, so this was perfect for me. Thanks, April. Good to know. Trisha, there are a bunch of free audios for Amanda M. Lee for Tio of her series.
Oh, probably two.
Oh, two of her series. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Good.
Amber, yes, Lisa, it was like Buffy and the Hellmouth. Yeah. Anytime I think of Hellmouth now, I'm like, Buffy.
That's funny.
I thought his mom was in an institution. Should I burn the house down? Yep.
Yeah, she was.
Trisha, I hope Gunnar and Scout get together.
I think they will. I think that's
for sure.
Yeah, and again, it's a long series, so they may grow together or they may go apart. Someone else might come in, then they'll get together again. So, and that's kind of a normal type of thing as they grow together as individuals and then as a couple.
Yeah.
So I hope that's how it goes for that.
Yeah.
I must have
yeah, we did too.
Oh, shoot.
Brooke, hi everyone. Didn't read the book and I'm at work, but wanted to come to book club anyhow.
That's good for you, Brooke. Hi, Brooke.
Amber, a couple of us hadn't finished. Yeah, some of us hadn't finished at the beginning.
Yeah, the underwear. Yeah, that was
weird. Yeah, I don't know why. It was like weird in a creepy way, not in a like sexual way, right?
Yeah, no, not in a sexual way. No, because he was spending the night there. They're still like that where, hey, they're adults, they can totally sleep on the same bed together. Yeah. But in the morning, they're still teasing. And then I think she's a mother figure because he didn't really have a mom. His mom was messed up for a long time. So I could totally see this other woman taking that role or playing that role. So.
Not alone, not reading, finishing. Yeah. Amber, definitely not. Several of us are having reading slumps. Elle, maybe after being healed by Scout, Raisin will become magical.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That would be nice. Yeah.
That happened in Rosewell, right?
Roswell? I love Roswell.
Roswell. Love that. So do you like the new one though?
Yeah.
You do? I don't like the new one. I don't like the reboot at all.
So I haven't seen this next season that's on right now, but or maybe it's over with right now, but just the one just came out. But up until then, I loved it. I don't know why I loved it. I just did. So
Diana, I didn't know Alexa would do that.
I didn't know that either.
April, you can also change the accent Alexa reads with you. Ooh, I did not know Alexa could change the accent. I'm going to go do that now. April, what accent? I could Google this, but I mean, I would love to hear it in a British accent. Everything just sounds better in a British accent.
Cozy's do for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I listen in the car driving with my kids. Good luck with that. I don't know how you can listen to something with the kids.
Yep. I listen to all the time in the car.
Yeah. Sands is one of my favorite narrators. She narrates all of Juliet Blackwell's books.
Okay. That's good to know that. I didn't even look to see who was narrating this one. But okay. I'll look that.
Yeah. She was a demon because the church people saw Scout do her magic.
Oh, they saw her as a demon.
Oh, saw her.
So they said, hey, if you can do magic, then you must be a demon. Okay. That kind of makes sense because what all the people in the church were innocent and they all like went to
Right.
sleep, and then just the one guy was up. So okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Diana, Peeping Tim reminds me of The Ghost and Mrs. Muir movie. He peeped her changing clothes. I didn't see that movie. Did you
I
see
didn't
that?
see it. I don't know that one.
That would have been cool to have a spinoff. Yes, I think we're talking about Supernatural.
Still Supernatural, yeah.
Chelsea, love the title. All right, guys. Anything else that we wanted to talk about in this book that I've missed? I feel like we killed it.
Yeah, that was good.
Right? All right, so we have 2 giveaways tonight. The first one is Cookies and Curses. This is the first in a new series from Rosie Peace, from my publisher, Whiskered Mysteries. They were
Nice.
nice enough to donate. So I guess, why don't we just do this? Cindy, give me a number between 1 and 10.
Do you want me to say it out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do 8.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Amber.
Amber. Okay.
Yay. All right, let me write this down. Amber dropped me an email. I believe it's an ebook because I don't think it's out in paperback yet. So hooray. All right. And then we have 2 copies of Lipstick, Lies, and Dead Guys.
Adorable.
So do you want to give me another number between?
Let's do 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. April. Yay. All right. So April, if you want this book, I don't know. April is a very avid reader. So let me know if you have not read this book. This is by Jennifer Fischetto. It's the first in the Gina Mancini mysteries. She talks to ghosts, and it is one of the books that was nominated for the VIP Cozy Escape book reads.
Nice.
So we're going to do buddy reads in January. So April 1-1, and we have a second copy. So you want to give me another number between 1 and 10?
Let's do 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was Amber. So let's just do a second person.
Yeah.
The next one is Brooke.
There you go.
There we go. Yay. All right. So Brooke, April, and Amber, all at the top of the alphabet.
Awesome.
And the book for next month, I actually have to look it up. It was pretty close. It was like almost a tie, I feel, between a couple different books for what we're going to read for December. So let me try to find it. Vote for the December ParaCozy Book Club. All right. So the winner was A Christmas Corpse by Mona Marple. So it's first in a Christmas cozy mystery series. So it's a whole series just about Christmas.
That's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So remember, that'll be early in December. And look, hey, Brooke, I don't know if you're still here, but it pays to show up, to skip work. Just show up. Or you didn't skip work, but to just ignore work for a while. Such fun. This is my first time catching the club.
Good.
Sarah.
Good. Yeah.
Awesome. Diana, yay, Christmas. Yeah, everyone loves Christmas. So the theme again for December was goddesses. There were only like 2 or 3 goddess books. So I was like, I'm just going to throw some Christmas books in there.
Yeah.
Brooke, I liked all the December choices.
Oh, good.
Awesome. Brooke, glad I came tonight. Thank you so much. Yeah. Always show up for book club. 6 is my favorite number. I always pick that. Awesome. Welcome, Sarah. All right, everyone. So just really quick, I don't know. Can you type in the chat, Cindy? I sent out an email with Cindy's website, and I guess there was a problem with the typo or the link didn't work.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to drop your email in not your email, your website in the comment?
Yeah, let's see. Comments, chat with the host. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so you guys, if you want to, I'm just gonna .com. That is just my website because it has all my books on it. And then I think it's Cindy Ria author on my Facebook page. That's just my page. And then my profile, I think a lot of you guys I'm friends with already. I'm just Cindy Faria, and that's my Facebook, just my profile. You can go there and connect with me, a friend.
Oh, I think you sent it to me privately, so I'll post it.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
No, I got it in.
Okay.
I'll copy and paste it. So you just released a new book too, right?
I did. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Tell
Yeah,
us
I'm
about it.
releasing but like last month was 2 books. So I have again Werewolf Shifter, Motorcycle Club, Timber Cove Wolves, and that
Mhm.
is my second book came out last month. And then I have a ongoing ParaCozy, a chick lit rom-com. It's such a mashup, and
Mhm.
that is basically I took I took The Bachelor and mixed it with The Bachelor is a closet werewolf,
Mhm.
and Isla is a vampire. She's basically she's out, and that's where it starts. And then it's a 6 book series plus a prequel. I'm trying to make free right now on Amazon. It's up for 99 cents, but I've got the price matching thing going on right now. And, Amazon takes a little bit of time, but yeah, I've got
Mhm.
the prequel free, and that is it's a great fun little series. It's just called the Vampire Final Rose series, and fun writing it. I love it. So if I know maybe a few of you have read it or the first book
Mhm.
or so, and if you have, or you want to pop in and say if you like it or not, it's fine. But yeah, so that's really fun. I'd love you guys to take a
Awesome.
peek at that. So.
Cool. And Trisha's December is and isn't the last ParaCozy. So it's the last like monthly ParaCozy. And then
Yeah.
after that, Courtney and I will incorporate a ParaCozy somewhere in 2022.
Oh,
So,
good, because that's a
oh
fun
yeah,
it's a really fun group doing that.
yeah,
Oh,
for
thank
sure.
you, Holly.
All right. I hope everyone's having a fabulous middle of the week. I know it's Wednesday, so got a couple more days till the weekend.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys later.
Bye, thank
Bye.
you.